So we've been on Amazon Web Services since the beginning, and for us it's very much of a competitive advantage, to be honest, because some of the companies in this space decided not to work with AWS and build their infrastructure with certain other solutions, and in this case we see that we have a continuous uptime from basically from the beginning of the company, with no major downtimes and service continuity, which our major clients truly appreciate. We don't see that among our competitors. So Amazon Web Services in this case is great for us, and we are working with you closer and closely. It's been great. I think if you look at the nature of our business, especially mobile attribution, we are basically handling more than 50 billion different events per day, right? So it's massive in terms of the volumes of the data. And for us, it's also because we're a global business, the way that the demand for our infrastructure kind of fluctuates is very kind of unstable, right? So you have China that kind of wakes up in the evening, and then we have a huge amount of demand to process the data that comes from Chinese marketers. So we can scale very, very nicely with AWS in this case. And I think this is by far the most amazing advantage, because if you are a global leader and you have basically 24/7 operations, Americans are going to bed, Chinese are waking up, and it's just kind of never-ending cycle that your infrastructure should support, right? And you don't have any excuses for things that not working in real time for us. We have everything in real time. We sometimes have just a few milliseconds to make that attribution to the right campaign, to the right marketing channel. So for us, it's huge. Definitely on the sales and business development side, what really works for us is that we have a reputation of good quality service. And I think Amazon Web Services plays a great role in that, because if you, as a startup, you kind of scale and you past that initial stage where you're kind of selling to early adopters and companies that kind of willing to tolerate certain kind of glitches, and you go into enterprise where there are very strict SLAs and very specific demands when it comes to the service delivery. I think this is exactly where things are going to take. You're going to have a serious look into those options and make a bet on a major provider, essentially, right? Which is AWS.